Students, this is a small video prepared for class 7 students on mathematics. Today we will learn about properties of integers. Students, have you think ever if we add two integers the result is always an integer, or if we subtract any two integers is the result always an integer? If we multiply any two integer is the result always an integer? And same in case of division. Now let us check this. Closure property. What is closure property of addition? For any two integers, if the addition of two integers is again an integer, then we say the integers are close under addition. Suppose we are given any two integer. If we add two integer and we always get an integer, then we say the integer is close under addition. Same in case of subtraction. If any two integers are subtracted and the result we get always an integer, then we say the integer is close under subtraction. Now let us check, do integers are closed under addition? We have learned that sum of two whole number is again a whole number. For example, we know 17 is a whole number, 24 is a whole number. Now if we add two whole numbers 17 and 24, the result is 41, which is again a whole number. So which claims that whole numbers are close under addition, because after adding two whole numbers we get again a whole number. Now, will this property exist for integers? Let us check this property for integers. If you see the first statement, 17 plus 23, we know 17 is an integer and 23 is also an integer. Now if we add 17 and 23, the result is 40, which is an integer. Similarly, if you see number 2, minus 10 plus 3, both minus 10 and 3 are integer. Now if we add this, the result will be minus 7, which is again an integer. Third case, minus 75 plus 18. Again both of these are integer. If we find the result, it will be minus 57, which is again an integer. So similarly in all the cases, 19 plus minus 25 minus 6, the result is an integer. 27 plus minus 27 equal to 0, the result is an integer. Minus 20 plus 0, which is minus 20, which is again an integer. Minus 35 plus 10, which is equal to minus 45, which is again an integer. So did you observe anything from this? You have observed that in all the statements you get result is an integer. So can you suggest anything from there? So we can suggest that addition of two positive integers will always result in a positive integer. Addition of two negative integers will result in a negative integer. And addition of one positive integer and one negative integer will result in positive if positive integer is greater and negative integer if negative integer is greater. We know these things. So from the above statement, what we can say that integers are closed under addition, because in all the statements we get results is an integer. Okay students, now let us check closure under subtraction property. What happens when we subtract an integer from another integer? Let us check whether integers are closed under subtraction. this is a statement. In the first statement, if we subtract 7 from 9, we get minus 2, where minus 2 is a integer. In second one, 17 minus 21. Both 17 and minus 21 is an integer. So if we subtract 17 from minus 21, the result will be, yes student, try it. What will be the result? Yes, result will be 38, which is again an integer. In third case, minus 18 subtract minus 14 from minus 8, which is again the result is 6, an integer. Fourth case, minus 21 and minus 10 both are integers, and if we subtract it, we will get result as minus 11, which is again an integer. Number 5, 32 minus 17, which is 32 plus 17, which is 49, which is again a integer. Number 6, minus 18 minus 18, which is minus 18 plus 18 equal to 0, which is again an integer. Seventh one, minus 29 minus 0 is equal to minus 29, is again an integer. So students are asked, so please solve all those statements and find the result and check it whether you are getting your result as an integer or not. So what can we conclude? As we know, closure property under subtraction states that difference of any two integers will always be an integer. So let's consider the following pairs of integers. As we have already checked, let us check once again. Since 6 and 8 both are integers, and if we subtract it, we will get minus 2, the result is an integer. Same for 15 and minus 16, the result is 21, which is an integer. Same, minus 19 minus 0 is minus 19, result is an integer. So we can say that since subtraction of integers gives integers, we say integers are closed under subtraction. Thus, if a and b are two integers, then a minus b is also an integer. So what we have seen till now, we can conclude that integers are closer under both addition and subtraction, because we have seen in both the cases, in case of addition also, we have seen the results we got here all are integers, and again in case of subtraction also, the results we have get here is an integer. So finally we can conclude that integers are closed under addition and subtraction. Now here is a few tasks for you. So what you are asked, you are to write down a pair of integers, means you have to write down two integers whose sum gives a negative integer. Means you have to write two integers, suppose a and b are two integers, you have to write two integers a and b such that a plus b, the result you get a negative integers. Same in case of b, you have to write two integers such that a plus b equal to 0. In number c, you have to write two integers a and b such that if you add a and b, you get the result smaller than both the integers, means smaller than both a and b. And in d, you have to write two integers a and b such that if you add a and b, then a plus b, the result you will get an integer greater than both the integers, means the result you will get greater than both a and b. Similarly, in number 2, you have to write a pair of integers. When you subtract two integers, then it should be a negative integer in number a. Number b, after subtracting the two integers, the result should be 0. In number c, after subtracting the two integers, the result should be an integer smaller than both the integers. And in number d, the integer should be greater than the both the integers. Okay students, thank you. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me.